live from EMP Studios in Fort Worth, Texas. What I have here is the rig I use for Primal Concrete Cowboys, which is a Pantera tribute band that I play in. And what I've done is tried to put together a rig that was authentic as possible, meaning using basically the same stuff that Dime used, hooked up in the same order, got the settings from close-ups of his gear that I thought was his gear from the gazillion pictures of his gear on the internet. Put it all together, tweak it a little bit, and you can hear Dime in this rig. So let's run it down. Let's start out with this guitar here. This is a 2011 Dime Razorback Cemetery Gates model. It's got the Dimebucker in it, which is a great pickup. And then over here we have a 97 Washburn 333 import, but this ML Dime Slime has a Bill Lawrence USA pickup in it, right? And then we know that he ran into a Furman EQ, PQ3 and PQ4. This is an old 80s model. This is the hardest piece of gear to find out of the Dime rig because they're just so rare and they're expensive. But this is a PQ3, and the settings I just copied off the internet from pictures I thought were pictures of his rig. And then that runs into a little MXR 6-band EQ, graphic EQ in the frown position. That's a 79 model, I believe. That's a vintage one. Then that goes into a gate. These Decimators are great. I know Dime used the Hush stuff, but that's a great Decimator, great noise reduction unit right there, one twist job. And then goes into the Dime head, which is probably the most crucial part of the whole rig. It was designed by Grady Champion and Gary Sunda. And the thing about Gary Sunda is he was the original designer of the RGs, the RG100s and the Centuries. Being a Randall RG user for years, this amp gets really close to the original sound, and the layout is all Randall. You know, it's got it in the same order, and RGs, if you know, they had a pull-out treble knob, but this instead has a push boost. So then that signal goes into a real deal 80s Randall cab with the Jaguars in it. So what I've tried to do is put together a rig and set it up the same as how Dime would have set up, so like be walking up to his rig and plugging into his rig. And so let's just check out the tone. Let's see what we got here.